Too many people confuse risk with gambling. Gambling is when you close your eyes, throw your money, and hope for the best. That's not business, that's luck. And luck is not a strategy. A calculated risk is very different. It's when you study the situation, understand the numbers, prepare for the worst, and still have the courage to move forward. It's like crossing a river by feeling the stones under your feet. You don't just jump in blindly. You test, you adjust, and you keep moving. You can't remove uncertainty completely, but you can control how ready you are when uncertainty arrives. Preparation gives you a plan. Courage gives you the will to act on that plan. Without preparation, courage becomes recklessness. Without courage, preparation becomes wasted potential. When you combine the two, you're no longer just taking a chance, you're building your own odds of winning. And in business, in life, those who win are not the ones who avoid risk. They are the ones who manage it wisely. People think innovation is about big technology, fancy machines, or having a genius idea in the middle of the night. No, real innovation is not about showing how smart you are. It's about making life easier, better, or faster for someone else. If you want to innovate, stop staring at what's trending and start looking at what's frustrating. The biggest opportunities hide inside the smallest daily problems. Think about it, the best businesses didn't start with billion-dollar budgets. They started with someone asking, why is this so hard? Can't there be a better way? When you solve a real problem, people don't just buy your product, they need it. That's when innovation has true power. It's not about adding more features, it's about removing more pain. And remember, the world is full of people chasing ideas they think will make them rich. But the ones who win are chasing solutions that make others' lives richer. If you keep your eyes on the problems that annoy people every day, you'll never run out of ideas. That's the heart of innovation, not showing off how clever you are, but quietly becoming indispensable. Most people fear failure like it's a monster waiting to eat them. The truth is, failure is not here to destroy you, it's here to teach you. The only difference between people who grow and people who give up is how they treat failure. When you fail, you gain something that no textbook, no seminar, no mentor can give you: experience. It's the kind of lesson you can't just read about. You have to feel it, lose something, and still stand up again. Think about it. When a child learns to walk, they fall hundreds of times. Do we call that failure? No, we call it learning. But as adults, we're so afraid of looking foolish that we stop trying new things. That fear kills more dreams than failure ever could. Every time you fail, you collect data. You learn what doesn't work. You learn what you should avoid next time. And most importantly, you learn how much strength you actually have. Failure is like training. It's painful, but it builds your capacity for success. So don't run away from it. Don't be ashamed of it. Learn from it, adapt, and let it sharpen you. The day you stop fearing failure is the day you start mastering success. People always think they need a huge plan, a big team, and millions of dollars before they can start something meaningful. That's why most never start at all. But in reality, great ideas rarely begin big, they grow big. Innovation is like planting seeds. You don't start with a forest. You start with a single seed planted in the right soil, given a little care. You try small, you test small, you learn fast. If it grows, you plant more. If it doesn't, you change the seed or the soil. Some of the greatest companies we admire today began as small experiments, just someone trying to solve a problem for a few people. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They started with what they had, where they were, and they improved along the way. When you experiment on a small scale, your risks are smaller, but your learning is bigger. You can fail quickly, cheaply, and quietly, and when you find something that works, you can scale it with confidence. Waiting for the perfect start is like waiting for the ocean to stop moving before you sail. The world will never be perfectly ready for your idea. That's why small experiments are your ticket To progress, they let you move while others are still waiting. So, don't fear starting small. A candle can light another candle and another until the whole room is bright. Your small step could be the spark that lights up an entire industry. Many people believe that if they don't take risks, they are safe. They think, if I just stay where I am, nothing bad will happen. But the world does not wait for you. While you're standing still, things are changing: technology, markets, customers, even your competitors. Doing nothing might feel safe, but in reality, it's the most dangerous decision you can make. You're not avoiding risk. You're choosing a slow, guaranteed decline. It's like standing on a melting iceberg and pretending the water will stop rising. Opportunities have an expiry date. If you hesitate too long, they disappear, and they usually don't come back in the same form. The people who succeed are not always the most talented or the most educated. They are the ones who decide to move when others are still thinking. Taking action doesn't mean being reckless. It means making a choice, learning from it, and adjusting as you go. Even if you make a mistake, you can correct your path, but if you do nothing, there is nothing to correct. The safest place is never the middle. The safest place is moving forward, learning, adapting, and staying ahead of change. In the end, the biggest risk is not failing, it's watching life pass you by while you stand still.